All right, so let's talk about how the Church of Mormon evolved around the time after Joseph Smith had his revelations, and then it became the church what it is today. Um, for example, you have told me in our earliest conversations that, like, it was the first thing I asked you. I
Uh-huh.
said, "Do you guys have multiple wives?" And
Yeah.
you guys are very clear about that you don't.
Yeah.
But you also said that the early church had practiced polygamy, right?
Uh-huh.
So can you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, for sure. So when Joseph Smith, when the church started being founded, right? We know that in the Old Testament, Abraham was commanded to have multiple wives, right?
Uh-huh.
And David also had many concubines. It is a commandment which is a higher law that today, in today's status and living, seems really weird. But in the
Mhm.
Old Testament, it's commonly talked about that prophets had multiple wives, right?
Mhm.
To replenish and multiply the earth,
Mhm.
not for pleasure purposes,
Mhm.
but to truly have more kids and more seed.
Mhm.
So we know that Abraham had Isaac, and Isaac had Jacob.
Mhm.
And Jacob had 10 other kids with 4 different wives, right? And why? Because God commanded him to.
Yeah.
But so Jacob wasn't called a polygamist, but he was simply completing a commandment of God.
Yeah, because God promised Abraham he was going to make his nation more than the sands of a
Yeah,
beach, right?
exactly. And all of us are descendants of those seeds, right? Today in our day.